truck and tractor pull. Colossal vehicles trying to drag a massive weight the farthest across a tough mud track. The means? Heaps of horsepower, tons of torque, and the mechanical mastery to hook in and hang on. Discover what it takes to make it across the finish line and meet the pullers who've made this sport a family tradition. This is Heartland Americana served up with an extra helping of raw power. Truck and tractor pulls, next. Each summer, herds of fans travel from far and wide to the fairgrounds of the Midwest for an ear-shattering competition called the Truck and Tractor Pull. The concept is simple. Who can pull a weight-resistance machine called the sled the farthest down a dirt track 300 feet long, the length of a football field? The catch? The sled weighs up to 60,000 pounds. But these are no ordinary trucks and tractors. These are the Brahma bulls of motorsports. They come in all shapes and sizes, and they're divided into 10 different classes of competition. There's the smoke-spewing diesel and his growling, turbocharged, alcohol-fueled cousin. There's the mammoth 20,000-pound super semi and the baby 1,500-pound mini mod. There's a single-engine farm stock and complex multi-engine madness. 2,000 pounds, 10,000 pounds, one engine or five. The variety of vehicles is staggering. But every class of truck and tractor has one thing in common. Maverick drivers with a frontier attitude who cowboy up on today's version of a bucking Bronco.
It's the wildest thing you could ever want to sit on. It's like getting in the middle of a road that's covered with ice and just tromping the gas, you know, and hanging on.
One of the biggest bronc-busting events of the year takes place in the rural town of Thoma, Wisconsin. Pullers haul their vehicles thousands of miles to compete here at the World Series of the Grand National Circuit. This year, the National Tractor Pullers Association expects a record turnout. 60,000 fans, 250 competitors, 300 machines. And they're offering a record purse, $150,000 in cash and prizes.
I classify this as the Cadillac or the Lincoln of the pull. This is the Daytona. This is the Indy.
To win it, you know, you've just done it all.
One of the things that attracts the big boys to Thoma is the track.
The track is as important, as prestigious as the event here is at Thoma. It's maintained well. It's dug up inch by inch and put back inch by inch.
Track expert Dick Schreier and his right-hand man Frankie Johnson wake with the roosters to start the intense grading, mixing, and watering process that gives the track the traction it's famous for. Meanwhile, in the pits, pullers are unloading their babies, and these are babies like none you've ever seen. Of over $100,000, many drivers design and help build their vehicles from the ground up.
It's worth the price of a ticket to just walk through the pits. The technology is just absolutely amazing.
There's probably in this sport of truck and tractor pulling more competitors that are actually hands-on than any other motorsport in the world, and they're proud of it.
It's a 3406B Caterpillar.
We're turning the ring and pinion in that gear.
It's only about 4,400 RPM.
It has 4 massive turbochargers on it.
What these guys are really saying is they know a heck of a lot about how to make mammoth horsepower. The top tractors here generate as much as 14,000 horsepower, almost 50 times the power of a standard Porsche. And they're serious gas guzzlers. A single-engine tractor burns up to 6 gallons of fuel in a single pull. But that's the kind of fuel you need when doing battle with the sled, the mighty weight resistance machine that's hooked to the back of the tractor during a pull. Under the direction of sled designer Dave Hager, the crew adds weight to the sled depending on the class of vehicle. The biggest machines pull as much as 60,000 pounds. The physics of the sled are simple. The farther the driver gets down the track, the harder the sled is to pull.
As the tractors take off from the starting line, the wheel turns the gears, runs the weight forward, and all this lead that's in this box right here comes off the wheels and goes on the part that slides on the ground to make it harder to pull. The machine will actually transfer about 95% of its own weight.
Because of the sled's sophisticated design, it comes with its own driver.
Okay, we're gonna fire up here and get ready to go.
It's his job to manually engage the weight transfer machine and operate the sled for safety during a pull. Dave's aim is to set the weight so only 2 or 3 of the toughest rigs get past the 300-foot mark. A job he enjoys.
I get the same feeling that the guys do sitting in the tractors. I feel the horsepower, I just don't own the horsepower.
The first classes of competition hit the track. The rules are the same for all classes. In the truck and tractor pull, you get one chance. No practice runs, no do-overs. You've got 12 to 15 seconds to show what your machine is made of. Any tractor that makes it 300 feet, the full pull distance, qualifies for the pull-off or tiebreaker. That's when the top contenders in each class pull again with a heavier sled, and whoever pulls the farthest wins. If no one achieves a full pull, then the one who's pulled the farthest gets first prize. To get all the way down the track is not as easy as it looks. Drivers need to maintain momentum by finding the smoothest part of the course, taking off with as much speed as possible and using the brakes sparingly. One tap of the brakes can set a driver back as much as 10 feet. And there's no class where brake control is more crucial than the mini-modified tractors. The first of 18 competitors hits the track in search of the full pull. The lightest class of tractor with front wheels that bounce a foot off the ground, the Mini-Mod has the reputation of the wildest ride on 2 wheels.
Some people say we're crazy, but I don't know, it's probably the most exciting thing you can sit on.
In the pits, driver Larry Kester is getting his Mini-Mod ready for battle. And crazy or not, he's got guts. After losing his legs in a farm accident, it took him just 1 year to climb back into the seat of a pulling tractor he named Footloose.
We actually rigged up a braking system to where I strap my legs in, and where a lot of guys push down on their brake pedals, I literally pull up on my brake pedals. They always say you drive by the seat of your pants, and that's pretty close to where I'm at all the time.
Before Larry and each of the drivers can hit the track, they must weigh in. The Mini-Mod's required weight is exactly 2,000 pounds, including the seated driver, a full tank of fuel, and movable weights. Drivers can then use these movable weights to adjust for track conditions.
It's actually a balancing act. You have to get the right amount of weight on the front to keep to where the front end lifts a little, so you get as much traction as possible.
After weighing in, Larry heads onto the track on Footloose.
The whole idea is getting that 15,000-pound box moving behind you as fast as you possibly can. You really have to feel it hook up and then hang on. Close your eyes, whatever.
Pulls over 297 feet, taking the lead in the Mini-Mod class. Back in the pits, tension is as high as a tightly wound engine as drivers make last-minute adjustments to their mini-mod tractors.
It's an educated guess to figure out how much air pressure goes in the tires, what your fuel setting's going to be, where your movable weights are going.
Pat Jackman, who's come 1,200 miles from her home state of Maine, has a unique driving strategy.
I can't watch the few tractors ahead of me. I have to get in the seat ahead of time and just kind of shut everything out, be suited up, have everything ready to go, and just start thinking. You don't see anyone around you. You don't see the fans. You don't see anything but what you're attending to. Just the heart-pounding rush of driving out there and then just zinging straight down the track.
For Pat, it's a disappointing pull. She comes up 50 feet short of the 300-foot mark. The final competitor, Lee Swift, rolls onto the track.
We won our last pole last year, the last pole out of the season. We won it pretty decisively. We made a couple small changes, and we should be able to point and shoot pretty good today.
Swift achieves what he's after, the full pull, and wins Thoma's mini-modified tractor pull championship. Pat Jackman takes 13th place, and Larry Kester finishes 4th in the wildest ride on 2 wheels. Coming up, 5 automobile racing engines, 4 turbine jet engines, 3 World War II airplane motors. The sky's the limit when it comes to the tractor class aptly named the Unlimiteds.
Next Sunday, hit the strip with Penn and Teller as they host Vegas Week on the Travel Channel. It all starts at 8 when high rollers reveal their secrets for telling a sure thing from a sucker bet. At 9, you'll be bowled over by a true royal flush as we count down the best bathrooms in Vegas. And at 10, join some of the world's greatest eaters for our first ever Vegas Battle of the Buffets. Cash in with a night of all new Vegas shows when Vegas Week kicks off. Next Sunday night starting at 8, only on the Travel Channel.
If you like your world's best good enough to eat, these food factories will really hit the spot. From Krispy Kremes to Coca-Cola, it's one high-calorie countdown. All new World's Best Top 10 Fun Food Factories, Wednesday at 9 on the Travel Channel.
We should change before we pick up the girls. Okay.
Chevy Avalanche. It changes from a pickup to an SUV.
What are you doing?
Avalanche like a rock.
From the perfect day, the perfect game. You'll want perfect pictures. But sometimes pictures come out too dark. Don't take chances. When you develop with Kodak, you'll get pictures that are true to life. Remember, you have to ask for Kodak processing. So check the box, check the back. Be sure it's Kodak.
Your pet's same exact heartworm and flea medications delivered to your home, saving you time and money.
It costs less than buying from my veterinarian.
It only takes a phone call.
I saved a visit to my vet's office. I didn't have to leave home.
Pet Meds delivers my pet's medication right to my door.
It's cheaper and more convenient than buying from my vet.
I save time and money.
1-800-PET-MEDS. We deliver savings and convenience on HeartGuard, Advantage, Frontline, and all other pet medications. Call to order now or order online.
They use words like feng shui and foie gras and actually know what they mean. They chop and cut and are never too tired to flambe. They're the Travel Channel's very own style experts, and every weekday they want to show you the tricks of their trade. Join the world's greatest chefs and designers as they whip up the perfect combination of fun, food, and flair. Don't miss this all-new trend in daytime. Weekdays beginning at 9 with great chefs of the world, only on the Travel Channel.
We're back with more Travel Channel Presents.
Thoma, Wisconsin, the granddaddy of all truck and tractor pulls. It's $150,000 in cash and prizes, 11 classes of competition, and 1 winner in each class. The truck or tractor with enough horsepower to pull a weighted sled the farthest on a 300-foot track. But it wasn't always this wild. Pulling goes back to the days of carts and horses when horsepower was exactly that. One farmer, proud of his horse, challenged the farmer next door to a weight pulling contest and then invited the neighbors to watch. This modern-day horse pull is pretty much like it was back then, a slower pace of living when the horses might take hours to make up their minds. And once they got going, there was no telling what kind of get-up and go they'd have, if any. But the fans seemed all right with it. Some things are worth waiting for.
That's the Jack Fowler style.
Yesterday's horses are today's horsepower, and for sheer ability to pack the most of it into a single tractor, the unlimited class with unlimited engines steals the show. This is the class for the bull riders of the sport. 18 tough guys in all. These rebels bring one cause to the game. Take it to the edge and over. Like LD Nation, who takes Indian Outlaw over the 300-foot mark for the first full pull of the class. All you need to play with these boys is guts and imagination as big as the Texas sky.
To take a multi-engine vehicle, and we're talking 2, 3, 4, 5 automotive engines, and put them all on one vehicle, and then sit in the driver's seat and take it down the track, well, you've got to have a whole different perspective of this truck and tractor pulling sport than anybody else.
These drivers have their own motto.
It's run what you brung and hope you brung enough. Any horsepower, any cubic inch, as many engines as you can put on.
Gardner Stone, an urban cowboy from Vermont, has corralled more horses into his tractor, the General, than almost half of all Daytona's Winston Cup racing cars put together.
I have 4 jet turbine engines on it, which are used in the Chinook helicopter. We just added water injection for the first time this year, which is 10 to 20%. So you could factor it maybe at 14,000 horsepower.
Harnessing the horses is just the first factor in the pulling equation. Now the driver needs to harness that power to the track to pull the 60,000-pound sled. But this cowboy plans to give it his best shot.
What keeps me hooked is I'm a competitor at heart. I love to compete no matter what it is, especially if it has a motor. And a competitor always loves to win.
General stampedes past the 300-foot mark, achieving the second full pull of the day. Driver Brian Diekman gets ready to run his rig with 3 World War II Allison aircraft engines. Year of manufacture 1939. 3,000 horsepower each. And Maverick designs like these can create Maverick problems.
Parts are pretty difficult to come by because they're obviously World War II and they haven't been made for over 50 years, so you have to know the people to talk to get the parts.
Diekman pulls 261 feet, not enough to qualify for the pull-off.
I hate to get over on this right-hand side here at the start line.
The Martin brothers bring a must-do attitude to the Thoma competition, a steely state of capability and grit.
If I didn't feel like I was capable, I wouldn't be here. When we unload out of the truck, I think that we have a chance to win.
The Martin brothers take turns sitting on the seat of their 5 Hemi-style racing engines.
We have the theory that 2 heads are better than 1. We both sat in the seat. We both turn wrenches on the tractor. We feel like we've already got a little bit of edge on the competition.
And the Martins plow into the full pull zone, making them the third team to qualify for the pull-off. Randy Petro runs 6 KB Olds motors on his multi-chaos tractor, creating a chaotic 9,600 horsepower. He reaches 287 feet, 13 feet short of a full pull. The final gunfight comes down to 3 pullers and their horses in a 3-way pull-off. LD Nation riding Indian Outlaw, Rodney Martin on Martin Brothers, and Gardner Stone bucking the General. This is it. Whoever pulls the farthest wins the $2,000 purse. While drivers study the track looking for the smoothest run, 3,000 pounds is added to the sled to make the challenge even tougher. LD Nation's Indian Outlaw pulls first. He hits 305 feet, 5 full feet past the full pull mark. Gardner Stone, confident in his aim, hooks up to the sled. Then shoots past Indian Outlaw to the 315 mark. Then the Martin brothers rev up for the duel. When the dust clears, Rodney Martin is the last man standing with an astounding 319.4-foot pull. Night brings on the biggest action of all, the Super Semi class. Weighing in at a whopping 20,000 pounds and pulling up to 55,000 pounds, the sound of these big rigs will rattle your ears and shake your bones.
The first thing you're going to say is, wow, this thing is huge. And then you're going to watch and just hear the power that these things make. And as we go down the track, you're just going to be in awe that a machine this big can go as fast as we do.
Tonight, there are just 7 pullers in this monster class, but these competitors have personalities as big as their rigs. J.R. Collins has been pulling for nearly 20 years and has 2 class championships to prove it.
I guess I'm the old guy of the bunch. I was there when it started. I mean, you got to be someplace sometime all the time, and I was there.
JR, he wants to come on real strong and tough guy, but he's kind of a big old pussycat.
Puller Greg Hibbets is last season's class champion. He's 1 part enthusiasm and 1 part determination, a lethal combination.
Greg doesn't understand. It's his first year of being a national champion. You only win once, and from then on you earn it.
Winning Thoma is every puller's focus as the competition gets underway. Big rigs make it to the pull-off, including J.R. Collins in Buckeye Bulldog and Greg Hibbets in Prohibited. To separate the men from the boys, sled operator Dave Hager and his crew add 9,000 pounds of weight to the sled for the pull-off. And the action begins. The first 3 competitors, the best mark is 291 feet. The next competitor, Greg Hibbets, heads onto the field.
I've got butterflies when I pull out onto the track, and by the time I put the thing in reverse and start to back up to the sled, the butterflies are all gone. It's business then. And I get the chain tight. When the tack hits 4,000 RPMs, you're ready to go. feel a huge rush when it's all over. It's like you're holding your breath for 12 seconds going down that track, just making sure that you go far enough.
Prohibited punches 305 feet. J.R. Collins rolls onto the track to try and catch him.
We're going to try real hard here at Thoma to make everybody understand that the old man hasn't forgot everything.
Bulldozing past the full pole mark, the Buckeye Bulldog is stopped just short of Prohibited's distance.
The guy got me by 3 stinking feet, but hey, that's the name of the game.
J.R. Collins takes second place, and for tonight, Greg is champion again.
Congratulations once again, first place in Super Semi, the gentle giant himself, Mr. Greg Hibbett.
Next, we're off to the baddest track on the circuit in Arcola, Indiana, where competitors turn heads and play with fire.
They were some of the worst aviation disasters in history. What went wrong and why? Join the Travel Channel as we search for the cause. Tuesday, from human factors to mechanical failure, we'll reveal how accident investigators unlock the mystery of airplane crashes. Could these tragedies have been prevented? Find out on Travel Channel Secrets. The premiere of Probable Cause begins Tuesday at 9, only on the Travel Channel.
Did they do that on purpose?
It's a vehicle designed for your adventures in reality. The 5-star safety-rated CR-V from Honda.
When you come to Las Vegas, you want to be in the middle of the action without spending a fortune on your room. This can become a real balancing act. But right now, Circus Hotel and Casino is making it easy with this exclusive TV offer. If you call now, you can stay under the big top in the heart of the Strip at a special discount rate. While you're here, catch our free circus acts. Try your luck in one of our 3 casinos and enjoy our 7 fine restaurants, including the Steakhouse, voted the best in Las Vegas. You'll also get $4 off admission to the Adventure Dome theme park, the largest indoor theme park in North America, with over 5 acres of rides and attractions. And if you call now, you'll receive a bonus 2-for-1 breakfast buffet and a free fun book worth over $100. So don't clown around with your vacation plans. Call Circus now and take advantage of the best deal on the Las Vegas Strip.
Your pet's same exact heartworm and flea medications delivered to your home, saving you time and money.
It costs less than buying from my veterinarian.
It only takes a phone call.
I saved a visit to my vet's office. I didn't have to leave home.
Pet Meds delivers my pet's medication right to my door.
It's cheaper and more convenient than buying from my vet.
I save time and money.
1-800-PET-MEDS. We deliver savings and convenience on HeartGuard, Advantage, Frontline, and all other pet medications. Call to order now or order online.
Finally, a formula that really works. Stamina RX. Stamina RX is the most potent sexual stimulant for men in the world. Gentlemen, if you're not performing to your full potential, then this is the product you've been looking for. No other sexual stimulant on the market can make you feel like this. In 30 minutes, you can be 18 again. Increase your size and make your endurance skyrocket. It's the strongest natural sexual stimulant on the market without the side effects. Stamina RX works well for people with diabetes and impotence. To order Stamina RX, call toll-free at 888-745-9538.
Interest on our cards used to be 21 to 23%.
They were impossible to pay down.
I couldn't keep up with my payments anymore. Cambridge lowered my monthly payments so that I'm able to manage it.
Cambridge Credit Counseling is a non-profit service. They'll work with you and your creditors to reduce your monthly payments.
Before Cambridge, it would have taken me 15 to 20 years to get out of debt. With Cambridge, I'll be debt-free in 4.5 to 5 years.
Give Cambridge Credit Counseling a call. Find out how good it feels to be debt-free.
We're back with more Travel Channel Presents.
Arcola, Indiana, population 250. A small town with a heart in the heart of America. Nothing much happens here. Until the last week of June, when Arcola hosts one of the darndest truck and tractor pulls east of the Mississippi and prepares for the arrival of 10,000 fans. It's an event that's been pulling people together since 1954.
It's like the county fair and the state fair and the World's Fair all combined together.
The pullers are rambling in from all parts. North Carolina, Pennsylvania, even Thoma, Wisconsin, to compete in 6 classes of competition. As drivers unload their trucks and tractors, they've got one thing on their minds: pulling the sled the farthest down the track and taking home a piece of Arcola's $50,000 purse. But first, they have to beat the toughest competitor on the American tractor pulling circuit, the track itself.
The dirt's really good up there. It's very aggressive, and you better bring it all to the table when you go.
This track is nothing like Thoma's manicured course. It's a mudder's track that fights back like a cornered steer. This baby is grassroots gumbo chewing gum tough.
It's a non-permeable soil. There's no organic in it, and it's very unforgiving. It's gotten a lot of them, and that's the thing with this material. You either nail it or you're one of the 2 ways with it.
Because of its notorious track, Arcola naturally draws the young guns of the sport. And for these daredevils, there's no class more exciting than the unlimited superstock tractor class.
The Lucas Oil Unlimited Supers are by far the most extreme and radical class in all of pulling.
The tractors, they're fast and they run well, and they can get out of control if you're not careful.
It's right up there with the most powerful single engine tractors, in the world.
The unlimited superstocks must run on the stock block motor that comes with the tractor body. John Deere tractor, John Deere motor. Agco tractor, Agco motor. But drivers can add up to 4 turbochargers to create a whopping 5,000 horsepower, 50 times more than the average car. The rest of the tractor's design is pretty much up to the driver, and these drivers are hands-on.
Basically, everything you see here has all been homemade. We built all the stainless plumbing, all the manifolding. These cylinder heads I built this winter.
This cutting-edge tractor uses alcohol fuel to get down the track, unlike its traditional cousin that still uses diesel. 21-year-old Jordan Lustig is last year's ATPA National Class Champion. But this year won't be easy. Ready to outdraw Jordan is a dangerous rival named Jeff Hurt.
He's just a hard-nosed Dale Earnhardt type tractor puller. Whatever he's thinking, you're going to know it.
Seriously, when you get done, go up major.
What if I don't want it?
You gotta.
Since the age of 16, the competition between Jeff Hurt and Jordan Lustig has grown both on and off the track.
We used to be really good friends, and it just, things have happened.
I think it all comes down to being jealous, maybe. We do our share of winning.
They always said it's lonely on top.
It's also lonely at the starting line, especially for Jeff Hurt, who draws the first pull of the day. Jeff Hurt gives it his best shot and finishes just under a foot shy of a full pull, 299.06 feet. Eric Van Valkenburg has come all the way from Perry, New York with the Smuggler for the Arcola Showdown. But the track fights back. At the 180-foot mark, the tractor's exhaust manifold blows apart, starting a fire. Track officials rush to help, and Eric is fine, but he's out of the competition. Seasoned vet Ken Measle in Mining for Dollars pulls onto the track, hoping his 10 years pulling experience will give him the edge. With the first full pull of the day, Ken Measle edges Jeff Hurt out of the competition. Then another experienced veteran, Joe Kwiatkowski, takes care of business by hitting the full pull mark again, ensuring a pull-off. At last, it's time for last year's champ, Jordan Lustig, to try to defend his title.
Getting hooked up to the sled is just zone everything else out. Just like me and myself and the tractor, that's it. Once the chain's tightened up, just everything just goes silent. Don't really hear a thing. When I pull the throttle back at the end of the pass, it's like turn on a light switch.
Together one more time for Jordan Lustig.
That's when everything comes back to reality.
The Silver Bullet plows past the 300-foot mark. Jordan Lustig has done it again, making it into the pull-off. But there's still one young daredevil left, 23-year-old B.J. Marino in Show Me Showdown.
It's so fast and it happens so quickly, there's not a lot you can say about it.
Marino hits 300 feet, another full pull. 4 full pulls, the pressure is on. Whoever pulls the farthest in the pull-off wins. First, Ken Measle takes off and achieves 294 feet. Then Jordan Lustig in Silver Bullet heads down the track, setting a new mark, 297.95 feet. Veteran Joe Kwiatkowski, on taking care of business, falls 20 feet short at 277. The final driver, B.J. Marino, on Show Me Showdown, rolls onto the track to take on the 297-foot Silver Bullet Challenge. Show Me Showdown makes it 302 feet, earning this young gun his first Grand National win. A bang-em-up end to the Unlimited Supers. BJ goes home to Missouri with over $2,000. The runners-up take home $1,500. When we come back, it's brother against brother and father against daughter in Arcola's truck pulling family feud.
When something's this hot, this wild, this lucky, only 2 words can describe it. Vegas, baby. Starting January 12th, the Travel Channel brings you the best of the Strip on Vegas Week. It's the ultimate insider's look, hosted by Sin City's own Penn and Teller. For all new Vegas shows all week long, cash in with Vegas Week. Starts Sunday, January 12th, only on the Travel Channel.
Never pay interest. Plus no payments until 2004. Will anyone else ever offer a deal better than this? Never pay interest when you buy a new Mitsubishi. Plus make no payments until 2004. The fastest growing Japanese car company in America wants to grow faster than ever. It's the Mitsubishi year-end sales event. But hurry, this deal ends January 6th.
From the perfect day, the perfect game. You'll want perfect pictures. But sometimes pictures come out too dark. Don't take chances. When you develop with Kodak, you'll get pictures that are true to life. Remember, you have to ask for Kodak processing. So check the box, check the back. Be sure it's Kodak.
Why buy a flat bed when now you can enjoy any size Craftmatic 3 adjustable bed free? If you ever had a bad night's sleep or felt sore, stiff, back, neck, or shoulder pain, Craftmatic would love to give you an adjustable bed free. Call for this free color catalog and enter our adjustable bed sweepstakes. That's all it takes. Imagine one free call could lead to a lifetime of temporary relief from low back pain, poor circulation, or just poor sleep. Make that free call now, and we'll also include free heat and soothing massage absolutely free. So if you've always wanted an adjustable bed, now here's the opportunity to get yours free. Call for your free color catalog on the adjustable bed that costs 50% less than many quality flat beds. With free information how to get a Craftmatic adjustable bed now, absolutely free.
Call toll-free 1-800-819-6677. That's 1-800-819-6677. Call now toll-free 1-800-819-6677.
Your race begins now. You have been placed on a remote island with a team of complete strangers. You are about to attempt an escape. You will exist in complete isolation and use your wits and ingenuity to construct escape vehicles. You will have to think on your feet, but this is more than a game. It's all real. If you lose this competition, your escape will fail. Escape from Experiment Island, a new series starting Wednesday at 10 only on TLC.
How would you like to own your own business where all you need to do is go to your mailbox each month and pick up a check? It can be that easy with Ameripause, and our business is structured to help you earn big money your first year. It's all thanks to the unique money-making terminals from Ameripause. These point-of-sale or POS terminals are used to swipe credit cards in retail stores, but the Ameripause terminal does so much more. It sells prepaid phone cards, does electronic funds transfers, sells prepaid cellular airtime, and much more. And with every transaction, you make money. Merchants love them because they bring in so much additional money. And we help you partner with the most profitable locations so you make money on every Ameripause transaction. Call now. Ameripause only accepts a limited number of distributors in each county. Your call today could be the beginning of a whole new life. So call now.
If you like your world's best good enough to eat, these food factories will really hit the spot. From Krispy Kremes to Coca-Cola, it's one high-calorie countdown. Then, stuff yourself silly. The Travel Channel's got the world's top 10 chow-down showdowns. You'll never look at a hot dog the same way again. World's best top 10 fun food factories and top 10 eating contests. Wednesday starting at 9 on the Travel Channel. We're back with more Travel Channel Presents.
Each June for nearly 50 years, the small town of Arcola, Indiana, plays host to 10,000 fans and competitors who troop in for one of the wildest truck and tractor pulls in the Midwest and a chance at the $50,000 purse. It's a family event that attracts both young bucks and old-timers with a passion for pulling. And when it comes to the super modified two-wheel drive class, that passion is a family affair.
You have the Long brothers, you have the Sullivans, you have the Tatums, you have the Simons. These are all families together, pulling against each other, yet pulling for each other for their team as a whole.
The two-wheel drive pulling trucks aren't your average road rigs. They weigh 6,200 pounds, with 4,000 pounds riding the nose of the truck for maximum traction. The two-wheel drive engines top out at about 2,500 horsepower, 10 times more than the average pickup truck. Most families run 2 of these babies in each event, and this family feud is one close affair. The difference between winner and loser can be as small as 1/10 of an inch.
The competition's so tough because you're running about the same horsepower, and the only advantage you got is your driving skills and reading a track.
If anyone knows how to read a track, it's Roger Simon, who's got 3 national class championships under his hood to prove it.
Roger Simon is the kingpin. Roger knows he's good, and he's not afraid to tell you how good he is.
Some people can run and jump like Michael Jordan, and I can read a track and go truck pulling better than anybody else.
Roger's son RJ is enrolled in a lifelong course in pulling, taught by the master himself.
It's fun to grow up around my dad. He's won so many titles and stuff. It's good to have someone who knows what they're doing. He's teaching me pretty much everything.
The Simons run 2 trucks. Simon says Dodge and Simon says Chevy. Just 15 years old, this is RJ's first season competing. Lisa Tatum also grew up in the sport of pulling.
Lisa, open the throttle all the way.
And learned her skills from her brother and dad. This year, she will debut her brand new truck at Arcola, a 2001 Chevrolet S10. And with a new pulling truck, anything can happen.
I am really nervous about debuting the truck at Arcola because I've never done good at Arcola. And so either this will be my resurrection, I'll come out here and do good, or else just follow the pattern of mediocrity. You ready for me to beat up on you tonight?
After a 15-year hiatus acting as crew chief to daughter and son, Tony Tatum is back in the seat of his truck, Extreme Pleasure, for the first time this season.
For the first time, we're going to have father-daughter competition, and I couldn't be more excited.
The main thing, we're trying to beat the other competitors. So what we want to be is number 1 and number 2.
Good farm toys off there.
For Donnie and Danny Sullivan, pulling is a shared experience. The brothers campaigned together with a single truck called Rent-A-Wreck Kentuckian.
Well, I'm going to drive tonight, and you know, if everything's going well, we just take turns.
Like the Tatums and Simons, Keith and Ricky Long run 2 different trucks, Bullseye and Willie Make It.
We've always been a close family, you know. We've grown up in pulling. It was the one bond that put us together.
But last year at Arcola, that bond was nearly broken when Ricky's truck had one of the worst accidents in pulling history.
What we had done is we put a new fuel line on a couple weeks before, and it just hadn't seated real good, I guess, and it came loose, and there's a pretty bad explosion.
We had fiberglass and metal hitting his body. It cut him, and he was engulfed in flame, and it was a pretty nasty situation.
Though Ricky was hospitalized with second-degree burns, he's back to challenge Arcola's track again this year.
We've made 50 runs since then. Everything's all right, and you know it, but yet at that 100-foot mark or so, you'll think about it.
It is the most extreme motorsport in the world, and we are really torturing these motors. And when you take things to such an extreme level, the engines get hot and they catch on fire.
With that in mind, all trucks and tractors are equipped with fire extinguishers and a rollover cage for safety. Behind the starting lines, trucks are revving up their engines. Sounds like this family affair is about to turn into a family feud. The first puller in the 2-wheel drive class is Tony Tatum in Extreme Pleasure.
Yeah, like I say, I just love the sound, the noise. I mean, when you step on it and 21 horses come alive, it's deafening almost, but I love it.
Tony completes his pull hitting 270.8 feet. Donnie Sullivan takes driving duties at Arcola, and brother Danny acts as the crew chief.
I really get nervous when he drives because I'm worried about how he's going to drive.
But halfway down the track, there's a hitch. Rent-A-Wreck loses a blower belt at the 200-foot mark, taking the Sullivans out of the competition.
Let's give Donnie Sullivan a big round of applause. There's about 150 or 175 bucks down the hole. It's just a blower belt alone.
Armed with a Simon pulling jeans, 15-year-old RJ heads down the track.
You can't describe the feeling of your son going down the track. I guess when they're born, the first laugh they take, you know, you're speechless.
RJ Simon makes his dad proud by setting the new mark at 286.2 feet. As night falls over Arcola, Stan Shelton tears down the track in Cutting Edge. He reaches 293.96 feet, stampeding past RJ Simon's distance. He now leads the 2-wheel drive competition, but with 3 contestants to go, can Cutting Edge hold on to the top spot? We'll find out when we come back.
Coming up next, Get ready for some heavy-duty bumper-to-bumper action. We're putting the pedal to the metal for the inside scoop on the Demolition Derby. An all-new Travel Channel presents, coming up next.
Have you always wanted to vacation at one of the exclusive hotels in Las Vegas but thought it was too expensive? Now at the Monte Carlo Resort and Casino, you can experience the grandeur of Las Vegas at a very special price. Be astounded by the grand illusions of master magician Lance Burton. Get your fill of shopping at Monte Carlo's Street of Dreams. Fine-tune your workout in our state-of-the-art fitness center. Or just relax and be pampered in European style at the intimate and luxurious spa at Monte Carlo. Our golf concierge will even arrange tee times for you at championship golf courses. For a limited time only, the Monte Carlo Resort and Casino is now offering their Winter Escape Package. This exclusive package includes deluxe first-class accommodations, $40 off theater tickets for master magician Lance Burton, 2 free spa admissions, $70 of coupons to our famous Street of Dreams shops, and to top it all off, 2-for-1 brews at Monte Carlo's own microbrewery. To take advantage of the Winter Escape Package at a very special price, call the number on your screen now or log on to MonteCarlo.com.
Why buy a flatbed when now you can enjoy any size Craftmatic 3 adjustable bed free? If you ever had a bad night's sleep or felt sore, stiff, back, neck, or shoulder pain, Craftmatic would love to give you an adjustable bed free. Call for this free color catalog and enter our adjustable bed sweepstakes. That's all it takes. Imagine one free call could lead to a lifetime of temporary relief from low back pain, poor circulation, or just poor sleep. Make that free call now, and we'll also include free heat and soothing massage absolutely free. So if you've always wanted an adjustable bed, now here's the opportunity to get yours free. Call for your free color catalog on the adjustable bed that costs 50% less than many quality flatbeds. With free information how to get a Craftmatic adjustable bed now absolutely free.
Call toll-free 1-800-819-6677. That's 1-800-819-6677. Call now toll-free 1-800-819-6677.
Once upon a time, there were 3 bears that were always out looking for something fun to do. Then the mama bear discovered the variety of programming on the premium channel packages from Dish Network. Now they could get big hit movies, exclusive sports, and those original series everyone was talking about right at home. So the next time Goldie came over uninvited, she had to mooch off of someone else. Get the variety you want with Showtime, Stars, HBO, or Cinemax. Call 1-800-333-DISH today for a premium package that's just right for you.
Timeshare? Sell it for cash. Own a campground membership? Sell it for cash. Own some land? Sell it for cash. Call right now and receive your free information kit to buy, sell, or rent your timeshare, campground membership, or land for cash. Don't wait until you have to pay another maintenance fee or tax bill. Market your property with Century 21 Vacation Properties approved organization, Vacations Only. So call now and sell or rent your property for cash.
For your free information kit, call 800-267-7068.
They were some of the worst aviation disasters in history. What went wrong and why? Join the Travel Channel as we search for the cause. Tuesday, from human factors to mechanical failure, we'll reveal how accident investigators unlock the mystery of airplane crashes. Could these tragedies have been prevented? Find out on Travel Channel Secrets. The premiere of Probable Cause begins Tuesday at 9, only on the Travel Channel. We're back with more Travel Channel Presents.
In Arcola, Indiana, 10,000 fans are gathered for the truck and tractor pull event of the year. They're riding the edge of their seats as the two-wheel drive class shifts into high gear. The winner of this competition will take home a $3,000 purse, and the competition is stiff. So far, Stan Shelton's Cutting Edge leads the pack with a 293.96-foot pole. But there are still 3 more trucks to go. And in this class, drivers can win by a mere 1/10 of an inch. With that in mind, Ricky Long and Willie Make It heads down the track.
Feels a lot like you're on ice with it. You've just got the world in your hand.
Willie Make It rolls over the 294-foot mark, taking the lead by a mere 0.6 of an inch. Roger Simon rolls onto the track, and Simon says dodge. He's cool under pressure and determined to win.
My theory is nobody remembers second place. They just remember, you know, first, second is the first loser.
With 291.71 feet, Roger Simon finishes short of the leading pole by less than 3 feet. Next up, Lisa Tatum in Foolish Pleasure. The score to beat, 294.6 feet.
Just as soon as I call on the motor, it's not like anything. The best feeling, like how you feel when you had your first kiss.
Lisa pulls 282.7 feet, a solid run in her brand new rig, but not enough to catch the Willie Make It truck. Since no one's gone the full pull distance of 300 feet, Ricky Long is hailed Arcola's 2-wheel drive winner. After surviving last year's accident, he's happy to be back on top.
It felt good. It felt good to come back and win one here.
The pull ends, the noise dies down, and the drivers and fans pack up their bags and say goodbye to Arcola. But across the sea in Europe, a new crowd is greeting this unique American heartland sport with open arms.
The Americans went over there 25 years ago and took a couple tractors over, and that's how it got started.
In Holland, 7,000 fans jam an indoor arena to rock and roll to the European Super Pole, a spectacle that draws competitors from across the continent. And these tractors and trucks carry their own continental touches. A French tractor with 2 Rolls-Royce engines, a Finnish rig with 4 Russian helicopter engines, a 2-wheel drive truck that looks like a German Beetle on steroids. But America still inspires many of Europe's truck and tractor designs.
The technology over the years was passed on not only in parts and technology, but even complete tractors were bought and transferred over to Europe.
These old world cowboys know how to keep the heat on, but sometimes the pressure gets a little too high. In his first pull of the day, this driver's fuel supply line breaks, causing a fire in the rear middle engine. It might look bad, but these guys are tough. He comes back for the pull-off with a minor eyebrow singe. With this kind of action, it's no wonder America's heartland sport is blowing away fans everywhere. And as these power-hungry machines keep piling on the horses and the hardware, the future of tractor pulls is about to kick into overdrive.
It's going to be more horsepower, and it's going to be more noise, and it's going to be faster.
We're just tipping the iceberg. There's some great things to come in this sport.
But for now, there are still plenty of horses to keep everyone coming back for more.
There's not very many sports that you can go to that you can actually feel it in the stand. Once they experience that, we got them hooked.
If you're a fan of ground-pounding action, raw power, and raucous machines, the sport of pulling offers enough thrills to last out the summer. So head on down to the fairgrounds, bring your earplugs, and let these colossal trucks and tractors take you on the ride of a lifetime.
Hi, Tracy Gallagher for the Travel Channel at the ultra-hip Palms Resort Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas. And in the High Roller Suite is one of the most incredible bathrooms you'll never find. It's not down the hall, and it's not around the corner. Ta-da! It's behind the bed. Getting up in the middle of the night has never been easier. And for more stunning suites at Sin City's hottest hotels, hit the jackpot with Vegas Suite. Starting Sunday, January 12th.